Numerous reports of murders have allegedly been done by a young man named Josh Redgrove in Canada somewhere. After talking to the teenager's only friend, a young boy named Peter Dingleman, lol, that name is hellishly hilarious, states that his friend is schizophrenic and has been known to talk about voices telling him about how the beaches are the place that's needed for him, and hallucinations about the entity known as Slenderman. Apparently, Josh Redgrove keeps a journal detailing only about the things he believes that quote-unquote Slenderman wants to see. According to his beliefs, Slender has convinced him to kill his entire family and town somehow. The story began when his friend betrayed him. "Parker, you don't want to be friends anymore?" Josh said. Parker wasn't interested in whatever Josh said. "You're self-centered and only care about girls." Josh ran out of his restaurant because of that. After that, according to Parker, Josh started having strange hallucinations, and that Josh attempted to murder some gothic scene girl by deep frying her. Reports by the students claim that she was bullying him. Surprisingly, one man died after being fed remains, but ultimately there is no proof whether he went to the restaurant Mr. Meaty or not. Some excerpts from Josh's diary, starting with day 10 of his hallucinations. Day 10. My parents have gotten divorced a month ago. My only friend has left me. I'm not sure why my parents think I'm faking this disorder. Since my only hobbies are girls, horror movies, and myself, I've started talking to Slender. It thinks I'm very self-centered and often belittles me. Whatever, this is better than having nothing to do. In fact, I've been trying to hold intellectual conversations with Slender, often about why all women are evil and MGTOW, and about my favorite porn stars. Slender thinks I'm a no-good intel, but whatever. Hey, why do you think I'm having weird delusions of wanting to go to the beach, Slender? The entity looked at me and said in a rude tone, "Maybe that's where you're better off. I'm your only friend, and if you don't know why, guess what? I can't read your mind." Slender thinks the reasons why I get bullied are, quote, far too obvious, end quote. But who cares? Why can't I live life the way I want to? What's wrong with that? I'm sure I won't become a psychopath anytime soon. Day 11. Sometimes I wonder why my life sucks so much. Slender has noticed my change in behavior and asked me what's wrong. Let me be honest, There's tons of teardrops on the page, a little bit hard to make out the sentence. Blank is basically what we can't make out in this sentence. Accidentally blank a girl. Slenderman told me, "You're a pathetic pussy. That's what you're supposed to do. Sorry, mister, I don't care." After that, I don't exactly remember, but I was shouting at him. My family doesn't love me anymore. Slender at least gives me attention. Day 12 and 13 were torn. Apparently, a letter from the Canadian police was handed to us. "Hello, reporters. We've been watching over Josh Redgrove. He's been incredibly violent towards the police for obvious reasons." There was a video attached that showed Josh Redgrove attempting to strangle someone while in some prison intended for children in Canada. They claimed that Josh somehow escaped. Day 27. I'm going to do what Slenderman wants me to do. I have no say in the situation at hand. I just got to do whatever Slender says, and then I'll be safe. No other way out of this. I have grown tremendous amounts of apathy. Slender really did change me after all. This is starting to get really fun for me now. Day 28. Slender showed me someone that he wanted to get rid of, a teenager named Tilo Cobb. His family is from Germany. His father is a doctor. Slender told me that Tilo was messing around in his forest and none of the proxies felt like doing anything against him. So it's my job to get rid of him, and that Slender wanted to have a free day to spend with the proxies. Slender then gave me his address on a sheet of paper. I went to Tilo Cobb's house. It was around midnight, and apparently his parents had olive oil. I turned the stove on and started boiling some hot water for nearly an hour, poured in some oil and waited about 12 minutes. I then grabbed the pot and snuck carefully over to Tilo Cobb's room after walking into his parents asleep on the blankets naked. When I walked into Tilo's room, I said out clearly, "I don't have a catchphrase, so, go to sleep, I guess." Then poured the boiling oil on him. Tilo screamed a screech. "What? You went into Slender's forest expecting nothing to happen? Are you serious? Everyone that goes inside there goes missing." I then jumped out the window with glass shards all over me. Day 29. Nothing happened to me because Slender decided that since I helped him, that he'd remove all the evidence today. Guess what? I wasn't found guilty of anything. There was no evidence of what happened. When I saw Slender again, I told him thanks. Slenderman was very proud of what I had done, and I felt appreciated. I knew I was never going to be a proxy, but whatever. Day 32. Slenderman started helping me with eradicating the town. Turns out, Slenderman has a great nephew who's human. I was going to deliver the bots and oil to the nephew, basically creating a burning oil nuke. Day 34. The town has been successfully eradicated. I am the true pentacle of darkness, the true enemy of God. Me and Slenderman are friends though.